60. Now I'm a national board member. I have not missed a state conference, regional conference since 1970. To show you how old I'm getting, I was supposed to go to a board meeting this weekend. I did make it, but I booked my flight to Orlando, and it was in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh my God.
So that is why I'm here today, because I made a switch before I got to the airport. I'm going to read this once, because all of them are going to say the same thing except the same name. But, I'm just amazed. I see people that I haven't seen in a long time, and, I don't want to start calling names, but I knew Carla Ranger before I knew Lee Alcott. And I see Lee, and I see Ms. Watkins over there. Yeah. And, your husband is the cause of me working security for the NAACP for 18 years. When they came here for the convention, they asked Ted, said, Ted, who's your security guy? And he just looked around and there he is right there. And it was me. So I did that for 18 years until I became a branch president. But I want to thank all of you, because of you, many of you, your friends, your parents, and all, you have made Dallas what it is, and we've overcome a section of segregation, but behind the scenes they're still trying to keep us down and keep us where they think that we should be. We're not going to give up. Amen. So it says, where are they now in observance of the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. We honor your service and your commitment to the Dallas NAACP and civil rights. And this certificate goes to D. Marcus Ranger, Region 6 Director, and Ms. Carla Ranger is here, hopefully to receive it. She gets some other, Ms. Carla came here, and I just, and she's going to get something too, but she was the college director. Carla with Janice and some other young people, we've known each other for a long time. She did a wonderful job. So, Carla had so much NAACP knowledge, but she decided to leave the NAACP and pursue some other stuff, but she never stopped working with us. Thank you. The next certificate, Ms. Carmen Watkins, Regional Director, and of course Carmen is
NAACP, because I am, always will be. I greet you on behalf of the NAACP Dallas chapter. I greet you on behalf of the people who put this program together, and on behalf of the honorees here today. We're going to have our invocation by my former president, the person who I ran for president when. He ran for president when I ran for vice president, and that is Pastor Clarence Glover. Come forward, sir. Whoa. Yeah, just knock it slow.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a blessing to be out together again. It feels like the bones are truly coming together. And the Bible speaks about the dead bones and the dry bones in the valley. And then when the Spirit of the Lord came through, it shook the valley. And the foot bone, the toe bone, the neck bone all connected back up in the whole body. So it's indeed a pleasure and an honor to see so many old freedom fighters this afternoon, and see a lot of young freedom fighters. As Brother Victor was saying, that we were back there in the days of the NAACP. I was chairman of the Police Community Relations Committee at the time, when we were dealing with very serious issues, one among which was Etta Collins. Some of you remember that, and other issues. And I just brought a piece of my house where you can see a piece of history, since we're talking history. This is a picture of course, myself, and many of you see Miss Rosa Parks. And this is when we testified here, I testified here in Dallas. Some of you may not know this, but Congressman Conyers then invited me to go to Washington, D.C., and Miss Parks came out of Detroit. And she testified that same day in the Cannon Building. And I know there are a lot of pictures, and I hope that someday the NAACP can pull all these pieces of history together, and we might be able to see our journey here, and maybe have a room of history where we can see the journey of the NAACP League, because there are many of us, many of you all, who have paved the way for us. So as we come this afternoon, we serve a God who loves justice and does mercy toward us. And as we bow our heads this afternoon, we ask him to be with us in this place. Father, Mother God, we come this afternoon with bowed heads and humble hearts. We thank you for the gift of grace and the blessing of your bounty as we gather in this place to say thank you, oh God, for using these men and women, using us today as your instruments of justice in a land that has for so many years not been just. We thank you for being the same God that looked down thousands of years ago and saw down in Egypt an injustice. And you called men and women forth to guide them to a promised land. We thank you, oh God, that spirit of justice has flowed down through the years, and men and women continue to hear those ancient words of letting justice roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. 50 years later, after the Civil Rights Act was signed, we are still fighting for justice. 60 years after the Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas, we are still fighting for justice. And as we gather here today with our brothers and sisters, with young men and young women today, may we now pass on the legacy, the mantles of faith, that they too might claim their place, their rightful place. For we know that a generation that cannot preserve freedom does not deserve freedom. For the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. We stand at the city gate proclaiming, let freedom ring. And today, oh my, we come, oh God, asking that you will let it ring through the lives of our young people today. As we thank you for using men and women in the past to bring us forth today. And now forgive us, oh God, for what we have not done, of the sins of omission and the sins of commission. And bestow upon us your mercy now, that we might live out the remaining of our days doing your will in your world. For it's in the name of one who came to bring forth justice and to speak peace with power. We thank you today, and we will thank you tomorrow. In your name we pray.
It must have been cold there in the shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let it shine. That's your way. You always walked a step behind. I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. Beautiful face without a name for so long. Beautiful smile to hide the pain. You ever know that you're my hero, yeah. And everything I'd like to be, I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. Have appeared to go unnoticed, but I got it all right here in my heart.
Come on now.
And I want you to know, I know the truth. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you are my hero? Yeah. And everything I wish I could be.
attorney Fred Landers. That was Victor's father. I mean, he was really on the ball. We couldn't find anybody else because Victor was out of the city doing his thing. We would always go to his dad and we'd ask him how much. He'd say 0. We have attorney A. Maceo Smith.
Well, good evening, warriors. Good evening. We are truly warriors on this battlefield, are we not? While she's getting